Hi, this is Karen from Mojo Global. Welcome to the Mojo Global Radio Show. Today we have as our honored guest Mike Rogers. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Karen. It's great to be here with you.
You bring so much energy to every conversation. I am personally excited. Could you tell our audience about your company, please?
Sure. Well, Karen, what we do is we're really a collection of chief executives who have come together. And what we do is surround CEOs of lower and middle market companies with an outside C suite of around typically 3 to 4 chief executives from our team to help surround that CEO. And in doing that, our sole purpose is actually to help that CEO increase enterprise value of their company by substantially increasing their revenues and also their free cash flow. Our team does this heavy lifting by creating a detailed strategy and guiding the CEO and their management team each step of the way during the execution of that plan. We handpick each of our C suite teams to match the objectives and also the expertise needed to successfully execute the plan within that client. As you look at our team, you'll find that we're a very experienced team. All of our chief executives have either led multi-billion-dollar companies or they have started, scaled, and sold their own companies. And so we jokingly say around here that we're a team of chief executives who are in the fourth quarter of our career. And I must say that we have been accused at times of actually being in the overtime of our careers. But the bottom line is we're passionate about sharing our experiences and even our failures, as well as the knowledge with other CEOs. And what we're trying to do is help them substantially grow and increase the profitability of their company and consequently also increase their personal net worth.
What a wonderful opportunity to learn from someone else's successes and failures because
Yes,
we all fail and we know it if we're truthful, but that's where we learn the most sometimes.
absolutely.
And you can stop someone from doing that same mistake, you in general, those on your team, that newer CEO might make without realizing it was a problem.
Yes, and we are happy to share in that because, as you said, in failure, many times you get better perspective when you're in the failure because you're kind of down and able to see things in a very different way.
I agree with you. And I know that you have great passion and enthusiasm for what you're doing now. I feel like your attitude is like mine, what I get to do right now. Can you talk a little bit about that?
When we started C Suite IQ, and again, most of us have owned our own companies and have had successful exits from those companies, but there are still struggles along the way and incredible challenges along the way. And so what we're trying to do is really address this in the marketplace. And we went out and we actually did research in the marketplace. And, the statistics are actually fairly alarming when you look at these lower middle market companies, because according to a study that was done by the IEPA, 80% of these lower middle market companies, they're plateaued. And what I mean by that is they're just simply not experiencing any meaningful growth within their company. And when you look at these 80% of companies that are plateaued, 75% of those CEOs state that their number one objective is growth. So think about that. 80% of the companies that are plateaued, 75% of those CEOs say their number one objective is to grow the company. So obviously there's a huge disconnect between their objectives and what's reality. And that's the problem that we're just passionate about fixing. Having been an owner of a middle market company, I personally understand the benefit of leveraging outside perspectives. It's just been invaluable to me. Another thing that we've done is we've also tested the most effective ways to get the best results for our clients. And hands down, surrounding the CEO and their management team with an outside C-suite has been the best approach. In fact, in 2021, Predictive Index did a survey, and 94% of the CEOs that they surveyed stated that they desire outside counsel. And as far as we know, we're the only firm in the market offering this C-suite approach.
Fantastic. Could you hone in on who you can best serve?
Yeah. So we really work with, and I'll just say it's post revenue. So companies that are already generating revenue. and in some cases more mature companies that have top line revenue of 3 million and above. But with that stated, Karen, I would also say what's equally as important is that the CEO or the owner of that company are absolutely passionate about growing the profitability and growing their enterprise value of their business. Our engagements, we don't limit ourselves geographically. Our principles are spread out around the country and even internationally. So we serve clients throughout the US and also internationally.
Thank you so much. It's just a pleasure speaking with you. And I want to find out what is the best way for one of our listeners to reach you?
Well, I'll give them three ways, and they can choose which one's most convenient for them. So they can go to our website, csuiteiq.com. If they will go to the contact page on that website, they can schedule a 30-minute meeting directly on my calendar and be happy to give them more time if more time is needed. But they can certainly schedule directly on the website. They can also email me, mrogers@csuiteiq.com. They can email me directly and we can get coordinated. Or if they just want to pick up the phone and give me a call, 913-226-6462 is my cell phone, and I will pick that cell phone call up.
Not many people leave their cell phones on a show
Well,
like this. So
that's how passionate we are about
I know
helping.
I was going to say that. That just shows how amazing you are to work with. And thank you so much for being on the show.
Karen, thank you for having me. It's been a real delight being with you.
Well, it's been a pleasure for me also, Mike. And to our audience, we always appreciate you. And we look forward to bringing you the next Mojo Global Radio Show. Bye bye.